Have you ever left a conversation feeling super drained and anxious and just not like yourself? You're probably dealing with an energy vampire. I'm Geneva, and you've just stepped into the Soul Cipher, where truth meets transformation. So today we are going to get into what is called energy vampires. If you are unfamiliar with what an energy vampire is, it's basically a person that drains your energy. A lot of times they do this unknowingly, but it comes from a very low vibrational state, and it can have a very, very, very big impact on your life if you're not careful and if you're not protecting yourself properly from these people. A lot of times, energy vampires, their behavior is rooted in trauma, rooted in insecurities, or energetic imbalances. These imbalances create a void in their energy field, which they unconsciously try to fill by drawing energy from other people. And these types of people drain everyone around them, physically, spiritually, mentally. They drain everyone. They will completely deplete your energy. So there are different types of energy vampires, and you have to be very cautious when you come in contact with these people and know the type of energy vampire that you're dealing with. So the first one is the most popular one, I would say, that everyone is familiar with, which is the narcissist. Narcissists consume attention. They are very manipulative, and almost everything that they do is for self-gain. They're aggressive, they're controlling, they're overpowering, and they always make you feel very unseen and unheard. Next, we have the victim. They are always in need, they thrive on pity, and they leave you feeling guilty. The victim is never their fault. They never take accountability for anything that they do. For them, life is horrible, and they're just constantly in victim mode. These are the type of people that really just want you to feel sorry for them. Next, we have the drama magnet. These people create chaos everywhere they go. They thrive on conflict, and they are constantly putting others in unnecessary turmoil. Like, these people are constantly attracting drama, and they constantly drag other people into their mess. Next, we have the critic. The critic is the person that is always super judgy. They're very negative, very pessimistic. They just always have something negative to say. Very dismissive of other people's ideas. They're very dismissive of other people's accomplishments. They're never happy. Just extreme negative energy. Next, we have the clinger. The clingers are overly dependent. They need constant reassurance, constant emotional support. They are very emotionally draining. Very, very anxious attachment style. These types of people need others who they can get emotional energy from. So you got to be real careful when you come in contact with these types of people. When you are around an energy vampire for an extended period of time, it can affect you in so many ways that you're not even conscious of. Emotional exhaustion, spiritual stagnation. Sometimes, you're trying to manifest things and do things, and you don't even realize that it's the energy around you that's keeping you from those things, even though you feel like you're doing everything right. It's the energy around you keeping you from basically getting to higher heights. And then you can also experience physical symptoms like fatigue, anxiety. Sometimes, a lot of us, we think that we have really bad anxiety, when it can just simply be the people and the energy around you that's causing you to constantly be in this state of anxiousness. Like me, for instance, I used to think that I had really bad anxiety. I mean, there was a point in time where I was having panic attacks almost every day. It got really bad. And throughout the last few years, as I've been healing and letting people go, the more people I let go, the more the anxiety went away. Like, it's crazy. I can't tell you when was the last time I've had a panic attack. And it made me realize that I was picking up on a lot of the energy that was around me, a lot of the energy that I surrounded myself with. Now, this is not to say that anxiety isn't real, okay? I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is sometimes when you're around bad energy, it can manifest physically in your body and you're not even aware of it. Some energy vampires can actually make you sick. Some can even make you physically sick because this energy is so contagious. It is very low vibrational, and it leads to so much stress, so much anxiety. You really don't understand how being in that type of energy on a regular basis can manifest as sickness in your body. That's why it's so important to be mindful of how much of your energy you share, and why prioritizing your peace is so important. Because if you're constantly allowing people to take from you, to take energy from you, what do you think that's going to do to you over time? You're going to be depleted. You're going to be energetically depleted, and that can show up physically, spiritually, mentally. You will be depleted. The first step when dealing with these types of people, you have to set boundaries. You absolutely have to set boundaries with these types of people and let them know that you refuse to engage in certain conversations, or you refuse to engage in certain activities. Learn to put your foot down and let them know that that's just not gonna fly. It's also good to practice energy shielding. Anytime I can sense that I'm in a conversation with an energy vampire, I automatically just imagine myself being shielded with white light, in the kind of this protective bubble that they can't penetrate. Praying also helps. I love Psalms 91 as a protection prayer, because these people and these entities latch on very easily. So definitely make sure that you are shielding your energy. If you practice any sort of cleansing rituals, you can do that as well. Learn to strengthen your intuition, okay? Follow your gut. If you are dealing with someone and you even just suspect just a little bit that they might be an energy vampire, learn to cut it short. Limit contact. I would say no contact, but depending on the relationship, limit contact with these types of people. It can be very hard to thrive in a low frequency world. So you really have to make sure that you are doing everything that you can to keep your frequency high and stay high vibrational. Surround yourself with supportive people, with people who are positive. If you are in a stage right now where you're kind of isolated and you don't really have a lot of positive people in your life that you can lean on, do things for yourself to get your vibes up, whether that's, self-care, meditate, go into nature, all of the things that keep your vibe high. Do the hobbies that you love. Tap back into your creativity. All of these are ways that you can keep your vibration high. Calling out energy vampires is not really about judgment. It's just you need to learn to protect your peace and, stay aligned with your higher path. And if you have that type of negative energy around you, it makes it very hard. It makes the journey even longer, because sometimes things won't come through to you until you let go of certain energies in your life. And it can be hard. That journey can be hard because a lot of times this is our family. These are our closest friends. These are our partners. When you are constantly surrounded by negative energy, it makes it very hard to ascend. That's why oftentimes when people go through a spiritual awakening, they have to go through this stage of isolation, because you get to a point in your path where you have to let people go. And sometimes we're not even conscious of the energy around us. These are people that we've probably known all our lives, people that we've known for years, but once you become aware that you are dealing with an energy vampire and you realize the stagnation that it causes within your life, you basically want to get away from everyone. You basically want to get away from everyone, and that's really how the journey is, So make sure that you are protecting your energy and that you are doing all of the things you need to do to maintain your peace. Be in the type of environment that uplifts you, okay? We vibing high, all right? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you at the next cipher.